Here's your Jazel Auto News update for March 1st.
So our first story today is the 2024 Ford Mustang now has official pricing from Ford, and the EcoBoost is going to start at around $32,500, which is a decent increase from the previous Mustang.
Yeah, I've seen pretty much it's standard now. Just anything new coming out is going up in price, especially when you get to like that dark horse model they're talking about will be up at almost 60 grand. So I feel like it's pretty standard across the board to see increases like that.
Yeah, and it seems like the tech is a lot better than it was previously, especially even compared now to the Camaro and the Challenger, which have been around for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, both the Challenger and Camaro better get on it for tech stuff, otherwise they're going to get left behind.
And Lotus's new all-electric sedan called the Envia was spy testing with some pretty aerodynamic looking bodywork, kind of similar to like the Lucid or Tesla Model S.
Now, is this the first electric vehicle for Lotus?
I think they have a few kind of in the pipeline right now. I think it's yet to be seen which one.
Now.
Yeah, nothing's out currently. They have they have a sports car and an SUV also kind of planned. And Alfa Romeo is already talking about the 2025 Giulia Quadrifoglio sedan, which kind of following trends of everybody else, they are planning on having an electric powertrain that'll probably produce close to 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, I remember looking at the Giulias when they first came out, but there's no real middle ground. Either you get the crappy one that has like 285 horsepower, or you had the 600 horsepower. Like there was no like happy medium, and the price difference was huge between.
Yeah, you can jump from like 40 to 80 grand with just one
and
trim
that's
level.
it. Yeah, and that's it. So this will be like the upper echelon, the middle ground, and I'll be the 600 horsepower one, or 500 change, I think it was.
And the 2024 Hyundai Elantra sedan is getting another facelift. I think it looks a little bit better than it did before.
Yeah, they're going for that really like thin nose look, it seems like. But they're always changing. They probably change more than the looks than most cars I've seen before. You know, it took Chevy a while to change anything. These guys have changed up quite a bit.
Yeah, and they have kind of a pretty broad lineup too. I mean, they got the kind of hybrid, and then all the way up to the Elantra N with like nearly 300 horsepower. So
kind of diverse.
And nearly dead car brand Mitsubishi is coming out with the Outlander Rally Art plug-in hybrid, probably by 2024.
I can't get behind any Mitsubishi. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever made a car where I'm like, oh, holy I want that.
Yeah, essentially this is just going to be a rebadged, restyled Nissan SUV. So, yeah, they're not really doing anything original anymore. Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but I think it's more the color as well with that little diffuser on the bottom. If that's stock, cool, but I have a feeling there's add-ons to make it cooler. So,
and joining Ford and Mercedes-Benz, Ram has confirmed that they will be having an electric version of their ProMaster cargo van, probably by middle of this year, with deliveries starting next year.
See, this is smart to me because pretty much everyone on my street has the Mercedes, and I know if they offer an electric, there's people who are just going to jump and get that. This should be how these things are made, as electric wise. But you flip it to a lot of times they're using for camping. Now, does every campsite got to have a charger now, and what's that going to cost them, and how are they going to fill that cost to the people? You know what I mean? So good idea, but there's a lot of stuff that I think comes into play with actually using it like that.
Yeah, I think these right now make a lot of sense for companies who are doing local deliveries, or for handymen, electricians, plumbers, things like that, where, they're not driving 300 miles in a day. They're driving maybe 100 miles around town, and they save some money that way. And in their fight against fingerprints on touchscreens, GM has filed a patent for one that cleans itself by using a specific coating and ultraviolet light to automatically clear off any kind of smudges.
I'm interested. I can't say I'm not interested, but I think does it work? Is it going to, we're going to find out in 30 years it causes cancer? Like, we're going to find out later?
Yeah, from what I read, I think the plan is for it to only turn on when you're not in the car anymore.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
And to compete with the Bronco, which already offers this, I believe, the Jeep Wrangler is going to be adding optional weatherproof seats and washout floors.
Yeah, I'm My wife had a Jeep that it had the weatherproof little mats. So if snowboarding, you just pull them out and rinse them off or whatever. But I'd never seen the actual, washout floors. But that's cool. I mean, it's if you're using it like that and you're getting that dirty, I mean, I think it's a great option. What's it going to cost though? Oh, there we are, $1,000.
Yeah,
Huh.
$1,000 for the flooring and about $1,700 for the seats.
I'd rather just vacuum.
And the latest in car theft, after we talked about the Hyundai and Kia cars being too easy to steal, there's actually a problem in London with Range Rovers being stolen. There's actually 5,200 last year were stolen in the UK, with majority of those happening in London. And it looks like a lot of insurance companies are refusing to insure London-based Range Rovers now.
I mean, that makes sense. What's that claim? Especially if they're not found, it's basically they have to pay them out on that. So you're coughing up, $80,000, $100,000 per.
Yeah,
right.
A lot of them are just being exported right out of the country. So yeah, they're not going to find those.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see what Jazel can do for you, make sure you click on the link down below to receive a free demo from us. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content coming soon. Have a great day.